I was the only black person to this day ever to be invited to speak and make a major address before both the Republican and Democratic conventions. I spoke to the Republican convention in Detroit, and later went to New York and spoke before the Democratic convention, and the Detroit Free Press said that my speech in Detroit was one of the speeches that the Republicans really ought to have listened to, because it was profound in its importance. And to keep from being tricked, I wrote one speech and delivered it to both audiences.
Benjamin Hooks, one of the nation's longtime civil rights leaders who helped resuscitate the NAACP, has died. A World War II vet who earned his law degree from DePaul University, Hooks in 1965 became the first black judge since Reconstruction in a state trial court anywhere in the South.
What is going on, guys? It is Exploring with Jay, back with another video, and today we're going to be doing the grave of Benjamin L. Hooks. For anybody that's from Memphis that knows exactly who I'm talking about, and for the people who don't know who Benjamin L. Hooks is, he is a civil rights activist who actually has a college, like an area of a college named after him, and he also has a huge public library here in Memphis, Tennessee named after him. So Benjamin Lawson Hooks, also known as Benjamin L. Hooks, born January 31st, 1925, died April 15th, 2010. He was an American civil rights activist and a government official. He was a Baptist minister practicing as an attorney. He served as an executive director for the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, also known as NAACP, from 1977 to 1992. Benjamin was born and died here in Memphis, Tennessee, and he's also laid to rest here at Elmwood Cemetery. Mr. Hooks was also in the military, or the U.S. Army, from 1944 to 1945 as a staff sergeant in the World War II. Throughout his career, Hooks was a vocal campaigner for the civil rights in the United States, and served from July 5th, 1972 to July 25th, 1977 as the first African American member of the FCC. Hooks was born here in Memphis, and he grew up on South Lauderdale and Vance. He was the fifth son of Robert B. and Bessie White Hooks. He had 6 other siblings. His father was a photographer who owned a photography studio with his brother Henry, also known at the time as the Hooks brothers. But anyways, enough talking about Benjamin's history or his childhood. Let's go show you the grave of Benjamin L. Hooks. Now here we are at the grave of Mr. Benjamin Lawson Hooks, born January 31st, 1925, died April 15th, 2010, as well as his wife, Frances Dancy Hooks, February 23rd, 1927 to January 14th, 2016. Now they do have this beautiful, bigger headstone here. It says Hooks, praise God, from whom all blessings. You taught us how to live, you taught us how to die. Now, there's a little picture of Mr. Hooks right there. You know, he's right here by the front gate. If you've ever been to Elmwood Cemetery, you come in the front gate, you come down here, you hang a right, and it's right here, just right here next to the big cross. Now this is going to be a short little video, but I just wanted to show y'all the grave of Mr. Hooks and his wife. So I'll put a couple pictures of Mr. Hooks if you don't know, and a picture of the library that was actually named after him. just so y'all could follow up on. Maybe I'll find a couple videos of him talking to actually add in with it. So
and that morning there were about 200 people in this church waiting on me, speech in my hand. And I'm wondering, what will I do? How will I make my escape? And when I got up, I had a deliverance, and I spoke that day without any fear. And that's been more than 50 years ago. And since that time, I've spoken to audiences of hundreds of thousands, been all over the world speaking, and I've never been afraid since that day.
What's that word? Subscribe!